A persistent cough, also known as acute bronchitis, is due to inflammation of the lower respiratory tract. In addition to a cough, patients also often have other cold-like symptoms, such as fever. These symptoms usually last for 2 weeks, while the cough can continue for up to 8 weeks. Antibiotics may be considered to treat acute bronchitis, although it is unclear how much they help, and that's reason enough for us to look into the matter. HealthSada is committed to health and encourages personal responsibility and health literacy. We take a close look at complex health issues and show the facts. The Harding Center for Risk Literacy has summarized existing scientific studies on the potential risks and benefits of prescribing antibiotics for acute bronchitis. Out of 100 people who took antibiotics for 2 weeks, 37 people had a cough with mucus at the follow-up consultation. Out of 100 people who took a placebo or no medicine at all, just as many patients had a cough with sputum. The same number of patients in both groups reported that their state of health had improved after 2 weeks. Patients who took antibiotics felt ill for an average of 5 days. Patients who did not take antibiotics were sick for about 5.5 days, so half a day longer. Of the 100 patients who took antibiotics, 23 suffered from nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea, while in the group that did not take antibiotics, 19 of the 100 patients complained of such symptoms. In other words, both groups barely differentiate from each other in terms of benefit. This is due to the fact that acute bronchitis is usually caused by a virus. Antibiotics do not help against viral infections, only against bacterial infections. Furthermore, people who take antibiotics experience nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea more frequently than people who take placebo. However, if the general state of health worsens, a medical examination is necessary to rule out a bacterial infection such as pneumonia. Whether it really makes sense to take antibiotics should also be carefully considered for another reason. Overuse of antibiotics causes the structure of bacteria to change. As a result, one of the most important drugs for treating infectious diseases suddenly stops working.